Welcome back to Community Conversations. I'm your host, Steve Mantis, and our guest today is Alaina King from the Community Action Group in the Blucher, Picton, Windsor neighborhood.
Yes.
So, Alaina, what's the structure of the Community Action Group? Is it, how do you guys organize yourself?
How do we organize ourselves? Okay, so since we've been incorporated, we've done an election of directors. Is that what it's called? Yeah. Okay. And we've elected about. There's two right now on the board. There's myself and another lady who is from the neighborhood, and we have different ladies who are from the neighborhood who sit on the board. They don't have an active position like, chair, treasurer, secretary, but in a way they're kind of shadowing the ones that are on the board. They also, help out with other the volunteering at the events we have, and we have a couple of advisors who are there to help us. If we run into problems, we can call them up and say, what can we do in this situation?
So what I hear is you're kind of mentoring. So you're kind of an old hand now at the Community Action Group, and you've got other people that are kind of you're mentoring so that they also gain some skills in terms of how the group works and along that lines?
Yeah, I think so. An old hand, I wouldn't say that, please.
I don't mean old.
Come on.
So what other kind of activities? Now, I understand just last week there was a big community cleanup. Is that right?
Yes, this is the third one we've done. So what it makes it our third annual, but we've done it in through 2 years. And we actually had the Thunder Bay Housing, because they usually do a cleanup every year as well, and it was staggered before, but so we said, well, let's partner up together, let's do this together, and what you guys do, we'll get the neighborhoods rallied up, the neighbors rallied up, and they brought in 2 big containers, and as well as the boxes for the electronics. Mm-hmm. And we had a pretty good turnout. We had a lot of kids who also came out and helped. I believe that most of the neighbors went ahead of time and they put their stuff into the bins ahead of time. So it was pretty good. It was a good turnout. We had a barbecue after with hot dogs and hamburgers and watermelon, just to say thank you and bring the community together.
So it sounds like now this is the 3rd annual you're doing this, and it sounds like the community all kind of just pitched in right away.
Yes.
Something's happening there, eh?
I think so.
Cool. Well, good work on you. You talked about the road hockey tournament. Now, how does that work, and what time of year does that happen?
Okay, so the first year we put it on, it happens to fall on a person's birthday. So I said, well, let's do something in, just to, do a celebration, but only give back to the neighborhood. So it happens at the end of September for for 1 day, sorry. And we have hockey sticks, nets, and this 2 years we've put together Indian tacos, which is the chili, the bannock, cheese, lettuce, tomato. And we give that away for the people who participate, who come out and, support the kids, who come out and want to be a part of the neighborhood. And last year was pretty good because we had the junior youth helping out, the Junior Youth Empowerment Program. Mm-hmm. They come out and helped. And so this year we're hoping for a better turnout and maybe, a lot more kids and families and parents coming out to watch their children play.
So you've mentioned food a few times in terms of your activity. Is that yes. An important component of what you do?
Very much so. I love food.
Me too. It's a top priority for me.
All the time. If there's no food, we can't have it.
And so how do you organize that? Like who does all this work? Is it do you have any staff?
Yeah, there's actually myself, also like people from the neighborhood. So you get them and you ask them like, would you be willing to help out? And they say sure, or they show up, and you can tell when they want to do something. Hey, would you like to do, cook burgers? Would you like to do this? Or would you, you can tell when people want to help out and are looking for something to do. It's like, here, maybe you can wrap up the hot dogs for us if you don't mind. Sure, okay. It makes them feel like they're a part of something and they're doing something, and also being around the food is really good.
So really, it's like it's community action. Is everybody a volunteer pretty much? Do you have any paid staff?
No paid staff at all. None whatsoever.
So everybody, so the time you're putting in as the chair here and organizing events, that's all
volunteer.
All volunteer.
Yes.
Well, how does that feel? That's a lot of work, eh?
It is a lot of work, but it is, if it's something you like to do, it's not work at all. And I thoroughly enjoy watching, the smiles on the kids, and when they come to me or they come to people in the neighborhood, they recognize now who are part of Unit 16. Is the unit going to be open? Or as soon as the doors are open, windows are open, the kids are there and they're asking. And, I'm happy to see that we're getting more and more adults coming out, being a part of this as well. And, it's only hoping that, as time goes on, that in a leadership position, you have to be able to see the positive regardless of what the negative is going on. And I believe the best about my neighborhood that, there's great people in there. There's a lot of potential for everybody. Like that's a mine if you think about it, the mine of possibilities happening there.
So it's inspiring, really. You're seeing the positive in your neighborhood and in the kids, and really spending your time developing that potential and the leadership in your local neighborhood.
Yes.
That's totally great. Now I understand that you and the Community Action Group won an award there in your first year or two from the was that the Crime Prevention Council?
Yes, that was the Thunder Bay Crime Prevention Council that awarded us the award for the Outstanding Community Project. Congratulations. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, and that's with no staff, that's just local people just pulling it off, eh?
Right.
And so tell me a little bit about that award. How did that all...
Well, so from September, we started working with the Thunder Bay Crime Prevention Council, and they helped us out with just doing the little bits of activities around the neighborhood. Say, well, we'd like to do this. Is this possible? For the road hockey tournament, they actually sponsored a porta potty for the kids so that they had a place to go.
You got to have a place to go.
Yeah, you do. So I was very thankful for that. So I started working alongside with Amy Siciliano when she was the crime prevention coordinator, and she actually put in the nomination form for the Outstanding Community Project. And so that was, it was an honor. We got a lot of the kids, they had pictures of them taken, and, they had a lot of fun doing that. And they came around, did videotapes of the community. And so with that, we were awarded another $1,000 for our group to do more activities.
Congratulations on that. We just need to take a short station break, and we'll be right back. Please stay with us.